Hi, I'm Jennifer Branch. How much paint with how much water makes it the perfect consistency? Let's take a look. So you mix it smooth on the palette. That's really what the palette surface is for, is making sure there's no lumps in here. And right here, I'm going to do red. Leave a little white here. So that's as dark as that gets, scooping up as much paint as I possibly can. Now, if I dunk it in the water, do it a little less, dunk it in the water, a little bit less. Actually, here, what I'm going to do, just leave traces. And I really don't need anything but the initial puddle. Now I'm going to show you the same thing with Azo Yellow, which is so fresh paint out of a tube, right there, as dark as it gets. A little bit of water, that much water. See, just a little bit of water there. And then it fades to here. And notice the direction that the table's tilted in makes a huge difference. All right, Ultramarine Blue, same thing. Boy, that's thick going on. Okay, now if I had it like that, that's straight paint. When I put that on the paper, it looks kind of sludgy, right? Add this much water to it so it just mixes nicely and evenly. Here, I can even go over the sludgy area. And it goes great. That's as heavy as you want to put down paint. A little bit of water. And then just fading out. Rinse my brush thoroughly. I want a little bit more up here. Okay. Now there's a couple colors like burnt sienna that, see all those little grainy bits in there? You want to get that out. So that really is as heavy as that goes on, because if I put it on straighter, yes, it can get thicker, but notice all the little lumps in there. You don't want that. So what I'll do is I'll pull that out a tiny bit. Mix it. Now, it's going to have some graininess. Some colors are really grainy, like ultramarine and burnt sienna, and some colors aren't at all. So, now that's not enough paint. That's how I'm wanting it. And that just fades nicely. So if I do it, let's see, let's do another color. Phthalo Green is pretty good on this. Okay, like that. That makes a very pale wash. It's another color that if you put, that's about right. But if you put too thick, it's going to end up just sludge. So I'll pull a little up, just mixing it with a little bit of water. And then that fades beautifully. So that's paint value and saturation and the right amount of water to mix with your paints. And always mix it around. See, mix it around. That's to get those lumps out, because you don't want the lumps. And that really is as dark as you can put on. A little bit more. And then just let it flow. Okay, so you see how much lighter it's dried. Now I'm going to do the same thing that I did before, mixing it as dark as you possibly can and doing that second layer. Then a little lighter, little bit more water, then a little bit lighter than that. Now, right here, 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 and here, I've mixed it where it's pretty much sludge. As you can tell, it does not look good. Here, it doesn't matter so much with the Azo Yellow, but, whoa, turning green, huh? There's a little bit darker there, a little bit darker, little bit darker than that. I usually keep my palette flat. Okay, so that's as dark as I want. This becomes completely opaque. This is practically no paint on there, so you really do have to do multiple layers. Okay, so now I mix it with a little bit more, and then a lot of water. There's Quinacridone Red. Going all over the place. So you can see that it makes quite a difference how much water you use. And I guess I've shown you not using too much water. Not using too much paint, but let's do something really wimpy here. Okay, what if I expect that to show up? It's a beautiful, delicate, light pink, but it's not going to show up. It's not going to look like anything. Same thing with yellow. Okay, I've got a puddle. It looks kind of like yellow up here, but it really doesn't show up there. That isn't going to look good. It's going to muddy easily. It's not a pleasant color. So even when I used a fair amount on here, you can tell to build up burnt sienna properly, it's going to need a couple layers. Okay, so that's 2 layers on everything. And that gives you an idea of how much paint to mix and how much water to mix. Happy painting. Thanks for watching. For more videos, check out my website at paintingwatercolor.com. And in 2 weeks, there's going to be another color mixing video where I show you my secrets behind gorgeous colors. It's easy. Happy painting.